Hi guys, today I thought I would talk about how to cover your skin when it's really red. Now I happen to be red because I had a fractional radiofrequency with Theresa Tomei, but it could be that this is rosacea on somebody else, that kind of redness. So I'm going to put my hair up first, that there's a lot of redness here. Mine will actually die down, but I don't want to go out like this. So I start with BFF because it will have a sense of reducing the redness. It's SPF 30, which I really want to do because I've done a treatment on my skin. I don't want to have it unprotected by the sun. But as you put it on, it turns to the color of your skin. It will even out my skin tone a little bit without being hardly any coverage. But there is extract of porcelain flower in BFF, and that will reduce an element of the redness. And if you have rosacea and you want to cover it, especially if you're doing a fab makeup look and you just don't want to be led by the color of what's on your cheeks, because when my skin is like this, I wouldn't wear a red lip. So I'm now going to take Just a Touch, and I wear Trin. So I'm going to show you the two ways I do it. Normally, I always do it with a finger and I put it just where I need it. But today, I'm going to kind of put it everywhere. And I just want to show you how buildable this can be. So I'm going to start at my most red place, which is my cheek, and I'm just going to blend it in like that. I also was face down on a massage table, and I get the imprint of the towel on my face, so there's a little bit of unevenness from the towel imprint. So I just go over. What I love about using my fingers when I'm putting on base is I'm totally in control of the coverage, and I'm in control of the penetration into my skin, because a brush can be quite sensitive on sensitive skin anyway, but it just doesn't meld. You haven't got the warmth of your fingers melding in with the oils on your skin, and that's the way that you can build up base without it showing and make sure it's flawless. But I'm just going to do one side, and as you can see, I just keep building it up slowly and taking it round. I'm going to put some now on my forehead here. Start in the middle. There's nothing worse when you're having to do quite a lot of base of getting it too near your hairline. So you really want to focus where you need most of that coverage. And then once most of the product has been penetrated into your skin, you can then build out towards the edges so you don't get that line. And you're never going to get real redness up there. It's always going to be more towards the center of your face, like that. So we can already see a big difference. Now I'm going to come in with a little bit of BFFI, and I'm using Mary. Whenever you use concealer, don't be really close. Go in this sort of V shape like that, so it becomes one with whatever base you might have on your whole face. Meld in beautifully and become a part of your skin. I also put BFFI on my upper eyelids, especially if I feel they're having a day where they're a little bit red. So that's one side of my face with Just a Touch, and there's one side of my face without. And I would still stick with the color of your skin. A lot of women might think, should I go darker to cover more, but really choose one that is the color of your skin. So let me do the other side. I've done the other side, but I don't want to have too much shine today because just I'm over aware of my skin. So I'm going to come in with Miracle Blur and use Miracle Blur to blur everything now. And I can put it over my Just a Touch and I tap it on like this, because I have quite a lot of base on. I don't want to move the base too much. And then around here where my pores are a little bit bigger, and just over here where it's a little shiny, but I don't want to pick up the foundation I've just put on, so I tap, and it will still blend in beautifully just by tapping. And then here in the center, you see it's really, you can just see that matte coming up there, the difference, and it's just reducing any pore size, because when your skin is a little bit inflamed, pores can get enlarged. Okay, so now I feel you wouldn't know that I have had anything done on my skin, but it still makes me think I could do a great red lip. But I'm going to show you now the colors I would use when I've got redness in the face and I don't want to be echoing it in my makeup. So I'm going to use Eugenie on my lip there. It's a Lip Luxe, and it's a really neutral shade, and I'm going to do a tiny bit of that because it's cool pink, there's no red in it, and just pop it on my cheeks, because when you take all the redness out of your face doesn't mean you shouldn't put back in some blush, but gently. So I'm just going to go like that. And this is the good thing with cream base, because if I had a brush I'd be taking off that foundation when I put it in. Again, go down from your nose to your cheek and the outside of your eyeball. there. A little bit of blush back in, but not redness. Eyes-wise, I want to keep it cool. So I'm going to actually use some Desire. And Desire is a lovely, natural sort of warm brown, warmish brown, but not too warm. I'm just going to do some sort of outward contouring here to give some emphasis on my eyes, because I think you want to take away from areas that you're feeling the most self-conscious about. So this is why I want to actually make an effort with my eye today. Sometimes I do lift up my brow. I haven't done that for a while. But you know, as we go down the path of life, that creasiness around our eye makes it harder a little bit to put on makeup. So if you lift it up like that, and you're popping it in the shape, going back and forth with your finger, by the time you drop your eyebrow, you kind of have made fewer mistakes, do you see? Allows me to really pop it in that corner where I want to create a little bit of shadow to set my eyes. There. Eyes are coming to life. I want to do something in the middle, a little bit of lightness, and you know, the thing is, you might say to yourself, can you do highlighter with this look? Well, I think you can, so let's try. So I'm going to take a little candlelight, and first of all, I'm going to put a little bit of glow up here. There is no harm in having highlighter on there to reflect up. You see, we're going to put all the emphasis around here and not on the cheek. So when I turn, you see that lovely little bit of light, which is what a highlighter to me should do. Then I'm going to go in the corner of my eye with my finger. My finger is a little bit big to do this, but I just want that lightness in the corner. So just kind of press it in and just then bring it out. I just got that pop of lightness. Same again, press it in and bring it halfway across your eyeball, because then I want that Desire to take over. Given a little bit of light. A bit of mascara. There we go. And the other side. I just want all the emphasis to be up there. When you do this, make sure that you don't touch skin. So it's a gentle operation, and make sure you let them all end up straight. But it's a way to give a shape to your eye without doing eyeliner. Like that. And there we go. I mean, it's kind of no makeup. I'm totally, my whole redness I feel is gone. Just shake up the hair a bit. And I don't feel that I'm wearing a huge amount of base.